All right, welcome back. We are going to talk about what's happening with the new sessions of the legislature and the Congress. And we turn to our resident expert, Chuck Coughlin from High Ground.
Reaching the bottom of the barrel there.
No, man. I always say, you know where the bodies are buried. I love talking to you because you know the history of stuff, not just what's happening. I want to start with the new administration in Washington. Oddly, it seems like one of the first things out of the gate was this Laken Riley Act, and a lot of cooperation. You got co-sponsorship from Ruben Gallego, you got support from Mark Kelly and other Democrats. Is there really a new chance for cooperation in D.C.?
I think on these issues, on immigration, there is. And you saw that was followed up by Kelly beseeching the administration the other day saying, hey, let's do immigration reform. Let's put some more people on the border. Let's add up some immigration courts. Let's reform asylum seeking. So that's on the table. It's going to be interesting to see if he takes him up on that.
But what breaks the ice? Because for years it's been Democrats want immigration reform, Republicans are demanding border security, and now they got the border security, or at least it is moving in that direction. What was the icebreaker for that?
Democrats getting their rear end handed to them in
You
November.
think that's it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a realization on the part of the Democratic Party that they're out of step with the country. The country, once Greg Abbott and Governor Ducey and everybody started shipping people to all the cities in the United States, Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., we exported the problem. It was our problem back in the 10s and 12s. Yeah. And now we've exported the problem, and it's now a big city problem.
Yeah, when Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, sounds like Abbott, the governor of Texas, on that issue.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep going, because the Laken Riley Act, but then we've got this fight over what else it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Birthright citizenship. Now we've got troops on the border. What's that going to look like? Are there going to be areas where there is a screeching halt to the cooperation?
I think that's going to be up to Trump. I think that's going to be up to see the boundaries of this. We saw the bill that the Biden administration tried to push through that Trump objected to, because my read was he didn't want to give Biden that victory prior to the election, or the administration that victory. But that's asylum reform. We clearly need asylum reform in this country to give our border protection and our police the direction of a solid law on what they're permitted to do and what they're not permitted to do, and send signals to people who are seeking refuge in this country.
But the other piece of this is going to be the economy. They are going to need the extension or the permanency of the tax reforms if they want to do what they wanted to do, if they want to accomplish that. But also this Department of Government Efficiency and bringing everybody back to work. There's going to be some pushback there. But do the Democrats feel the same way when it comes to that with the government, that they see this is something the American people want, or is that what we're going to start seeing?
I mean, the big numbers come with Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. I mean, DOJ, let's see what they can come up with. Let's see if they can come up with some significant savings. I'm sort of doubtful of that. We'll see some headline-grabbing stuff. But the Democrats, in order to participate in a tax cut bill, which they could do through reconciliation.
Right, that's the question.
Right,
will they?
Right. That's going to be a question. That it comes with, can you identify some things on the other side that save money? And balance that equation out, because what he was criticized for, Trump was criticized for last time, was running up the deficit, and creating a bigger deficit, creating bigger economic problems for the country. And I think that's a rightful interpretation of what we want in a economic compromise.
And what we'll see, and we got to take a break, but what we're going to see now is, will they start doing some of the compromise that we've all been asking for? Will they work together and find places of agreement? That's the question.
I think the Senate wants to. Yeah. I think I sense that in the Senate. It'll be tough for Mike Johnson to figure out how to digest that with the narrow margin in the House.
All right, so coming up, we're going to shift gears. We're going to talk legislature and the governor here in Arizona.
The Love Fest.
The Love Fest at the state legislature. We'll be back.